Okay. So I'm supposed to be talking about something. Well, um, the devil's in the details or something like that. But what am I supposed to be talking about that? Um, it is like a French fry dilemma up in here, and I am like one of those people who have to do stuff like cater to the good people in order for the trauma that they trail of bones left behind. What they call it, like the clicking bones in the Mexican amucadala and all that. I must have saw that in one of the movies. I think it was a rival or something like that. But check out that movie. That's a good thing to look into. But I'm gonna start this deal about what you say because I really be looking at that sometime. Like what somebody say can hurt you. Like sticks and stones could break your bones, but words can never help hurt you. But if somebody insists on talking to you that you really don't want to talk to, that shit can hurt indirectly. Okay, because you get tired of going take five, nigga. Take five, like step the fuck off or something like that, and you have to really stop and say what you say sometime, which I don't really want to have to care. Like take time to think about your own like status of like your capacity. What do you want to take in? Because that what you take in is what you're gonna give out. If you take a lot of bullshit, let me just tell you, 9 times out of 10, somebody gonna want to either get off on it or serve you or make you serve them. Yo, it's a complete human trafficking event going on, and it's probably because this one idiot understands one thing. Let me tell you, when I ask what you say, it's really about what I'm getting ready to say. When a person is insisting on being like the center of attention, he or she goes into this impervious cynicism of wanting to belong even when it's not his time or turn, right? So he gets this exposure like craving where like girls is the most, we women, we take care of the family, we expect to take down the things of our parents or the mother teach you, next thing you know you got a family to deal with and nurture your own kids, and it's not really about what somebody else say, it's what is happening around you. So I'm here to let you know that if somebody is deciding that they don't want to not be your boyfriend while you're making all these ideas up and while you're trying to do what you gotta do for your family, they're like, wait, that shit ain't happening in my family, and like nourishing is just not happening in it. So you got some sick people in the world, and that's really while I'm enjoying being. You see how there's somebody outside want to yell into my where I can hear them now. Like, who cares? You want to get on the video? This is going to be a video that I'm putting on. I'm going to patent it on Library of Congress. Already said coming soon. This is going to be part one of the video, but you don't need to have to put up with someone who is desiring to be a part of your functioning. Your function, like I got functions, but I'm functioning as well as a woman, as an individual, as a parent. And the parenting deal, like I'm in business. I'm not here to give you anything. I am not trying to be a public figure who don't collect her motherfucking bread. So as we lay your problems to the side, don't forget that your self-preservation, which I haven't seen much online about the first law of nature, take care of your damn self as good as you can. No, they don't want to out and use that cliche to where they're like, well, we're gonna go into the laws of nature and we're not gonna give you that. But it's who wins the war is the one who writes the history. And we have to deal with shit like that. Like as a woman, as we have to try to put things to the side that's not ready to be put down yet. When I ain't ever picked up the people who's not paying, I'm just here to tell you. Let me get that shit on the fucking on the record right now. that I got into business to pay for my student loans, because if my government is going to help me get through college and learn how to be an anthropologist, in spite of what people does not want you to be. A lot of people, as soon as you say you want to be something, it don't matter if you want to be a basket weaver. Here they come wanting to tell you that why her, my ugly aunt was not. I'm like, well, why? What was such and such and such and whatever when I first started? Why her? What the fuck you talking about? Whatever. Cause why me? Cause I fucking want to study that, and that's what Americans can do. She should be surprised. I mean, it's a shame that you gotta look at how some people hate, like the way they hate. It's to be the next series, part 2. Look for that, the way people hate. Like what kind of hate is that? Like a family, I've been you making you my servant, indirectly kind of hate. Some guy who you threw the dump, I don't know how many years ago, because if I've been celebrating for as long as I have, you'd be like, that is too long not to be having any intercourse. I picked up some condoms at the health department today. Or I went in there to get a mask, and just to have a mask, and on as I was taking care of my business. But I grabbed them. I don't know what the fuck, boy. I can't stand half of these motherfuckers, and the rest of them ain't worth liking. So I say I don't know enough people to judge them, but I pick up a microphone. It's no problem for me. When Diana Speaks, it's online, as to use it for my dissertation, for my medical. I started out in anthropology, went up to my second sophomore year. Oh no, my first second sophomore year. I'll be a junior if I go back and get the 15 credits at the same school. I done got them 15 credits in a different school now. So we got what, the 46 credits in Franklin Pierce for anthropology. Then now I'm in my medical assistance course where I got 15 of those credits out of the way. But people who are on it, different types of hate, have been on, like, trying to be on my back about it. Like, how do you want me to start taking care of you because I decided that I need to take care of my damn self? Now you got some choosy haters out here who hating on people who can't afford to take care of, like, bitch, just get up out your life and give it to me. You sick sons of bitches out there. The Lord is my shepherd, and I shall not want. And forgive me, Lord, for swearing in the same sentences. I'm not taking your name in vain. I'm conscious about that. I self-convict, yes, because I want to be the woman of God that He has plans and intended for me to be, and have carried me. But only by the grace of God I could ever even be able to have a sign behind me that's like, okay, that's my Madyna peppermint tea house super sandwiches, whatever. Stuff like that, like it just matches the sheets and stuff. Well, that's not the sheets, but the sheets. Actually, that didn't cover the sheets. The comforter. This, that, and the other. But you have to get over your high horses. You haven't been trying to be something. You should not be trying to hurt nobody else. And that's my first Madyna Speaks segment for what I decided that you damn right pick up your microphone, because it is high time that if somebody decides that, and you picking up nursing books and learning, that all of a sudden they walking around talking about nursing terms. Hey, if I can inspire you, that's one thing, but don't come to me trying to be smart talking. You saying the words that you heard me say. I mean, one of the words was, I was in New York City, and it was like nobody was trying to help me. I ain't gonna fucking lie. But it was I'm talking about when it comes to emergency. This emergency service was under a threat, because when I had decided to launch the business, the pictures was too strong. The one with that I use on my on peppermint tea house, it wasn't acceptable that this move here was like, okay, my hair was, it ain't supposed to have still been the same fucking length at this. Some psychotic bitch probably like, why you wanna grow your hair? Because hair fucking grows, and that's just something that I can't not prevent. And so they act retarded shit like that. But that picture, in the same type, ironically, is the same type of earring, but these is diamonds, whatever, in here. Like the other pair, and what Peppermint Tea House was gold. These is, I've stepped up. If you got it, if you the same, going doing the same first grade work that you've been doing because you've been in first grade and now you something a bunch of years old. Let me tell you, get your shit together. But it's been a struggle because um when I said to myself that I see a lot of different things that if I tried to do that, I do it in a much different way. I do it in a way that I feel I would make it suitable for what I like it to look like. And then you can lo and behold, the way I like it, my twist is fucking financially lucrative for me. So I fucking started Madyna's Favorites. Because guess what? If you got a favorite take on something, people who don't know the streets like you do, they call them secret shoppers. And they will find out what you desire, what you follow you around this fucking store. Because I remember there was these people who used to show up at my job when I worked the Stop and Shop, and what they were doing was they were watching to see what the customers want. And I never really looked deeply into it because it was like whatever. But I was like the crew chief, one of the people who was like had a crew, ran a crew. So I just went on about my day doing my job because you're expected to have deliver the store to the store manager at 7 a.m. in the morning with the everything all pretty cut and dry. Then you could go home, hand them his keys because I was taking it to deliveries and so forth. And this is where this cyber bully came into Manchester, New Hampshire, where I was living at the time. And then I had said to myself, I gotta decide if I want to get into the business of my own business. I'm bragging about it to my boss. Boss, you guys see this? I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna just hand it to you, off to you, and show you what I can do. And most of it was like these shots, pictures like of myself, and I didn't think that I knew that when I go to work, I clean up nice. Like, I don't care if I already got the job. I don't care if it was before I got the job. Your whole personality, if you need a job, don't look like shit on a stick all your life and like nobody wants you even when you're just on your own time. Unless you're under the weather, because sometimes if I don't feel good, like some of my selfies, you can't separate me from no bad ones or the good ones because it's a way that you feel sometimes. Sometimes you don't feel good. Sometimes Chinese want to fuck up you make your head bigger than what's with that little box around your face. They could change your facial expressions and shit like that. Be looking at myself in the mirror, and then I look at the phone camera. I'm like, oh fuck that! I do not look like that, but it don't make a difference. All of it's you, and you don't need to prove to nobody that you look better than the homegirl that got her Yu-Gi-Oh or whatever going on. But she considered beautiful in every picture she takes. And because I got the stress marks of a person who builds a business. Now, I'm building a fucking empire company, so to speak, because it has to be idiot proof. You got some really vindictive people out there. And if you know, like I know, you'll keep your nose to the grind, do what you gotta do, even when they stealing your final grades, when you're trying to upload them, even when they talking to you while you're studying. You better still hold on to you because all you got is the proof that you was trying. You have no idea how that is way more than what the fuck they got. All right, so peace out. This is Madyna for the first take of what you say. Well, because if you don't want to know what somebody say, you better figure out how that affects you. How what they're saying affects you, and how hard are they trying to make you hear them? Like, even though I have a Madyna Speaks segment of one of my sub annexes businesses to the Madyna Museum of Art, which is graduated herself up to Madyna Majett Inc. Why? Because even the first name, all of a sudden there's people with the same spelling of my name. Like, how freakish is that? Would somebody want to be you so bad, but you ain't really cutting it? Just want to switch for your fucking food stamp, your food and shelter. Be easy, everybody. Easy to get along with, easy to bless, but be slow in being taken over. That's what I got to say. That's what I got to say. And this was what I got to say to what somebody else, to how I feel about what somebody else says. So peace out. This is Madyna holding it down. As usual, I'm going to do what I ask. My nose may look like it's a pug nose 50 shit in some of my photographs, but believe me, I got it. I got my shit going on. You know what I mean? So bless to those who bless. I ain't got no comment for those who curse unless you try to come at me in my household, curse you. Right back, double. I'm going on Revelations, the book of Revelations, like in Babylon, that whore who went whoring after the gods of other nations, double to drink of what they give. She gives to you to drink. I mean, if they're putting hell on you, and you better serve it back double. That's when somebody punch you in the face, and you punch it back harder. But in these days and time, do you really want to be that person who gets their blood on your hands? I always, when I was younger, when I was holding it down in a very, very, very different community, um, I would pray and say, Lord, just check my hands and see if I'm caught red-handed committing the atrocities that have caused me to be turned into, to have you turn your head against me, and that you cannot bless me. And that's how, if Medina is the object of your affection, then you better look at the God that I serve, because trust and believe, I make sure that I'm not heavy-handed and I'm slow to anger like him, and I ain't too proud to beg from him. Peace out.